Good afternoon. Welcome. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Barbara Stamp Pad on this Sunday afternoon from San Antonio, Texas. I had to look outside and see, is it sunny? I haven't even been, well, I went outside earlier and it wasn't sunny, but I had to see if it changed. Let me move this cord out of the way. Let me see if I can get this to go out of the way. My camera should not fall this today, y'all. I found the pin that went in it. So I tightened it and tightened it and tightened it, and hopefully it is not going anywhere. But I'm not going to touch it just to be on the safe side. So welcome. Welcome to Barbara's Stamp Pad. What are we doing today? Well, Barbara is definitely not going on camera because it is a rough day so far. And today we're going to be doing a project using our featured paper of the month, which is, what is it? It is, bring this up here. It is Sunflower Summer by Carta Bella. Also, if you haven't had a chance to take advantage of the class kit to go, make sure you check that out on my blog as well. Hello, Donna. Welcome. Let me get back here. All right. So did y'all know that the Sunflower Summer paper had coordinating recipe cards? 4x6 recipe cards. This is what they look like in the package. There's actually 6 different designs, even though there's 12 recipe cards. And I decided to kind of throw together something. I did this late last night, and I was trying to find an easy solution, like a really simple, easy solution to putting these cards in its own little gift packaging. Okay, so what did I come up with? Just an open folder, like literally I'm going to be using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock plus scraps and just a few other pieces of pattern paper in order to make this. Now, let me show you what I threw together. And then I am going to be, it's just a simple little open pocket to slide your recipe cards down into. Now you can gift them already filled out if you have a favorite recipe. Let me show you a close-up of each one of them. On the back is just an open with more space to write more directions. That is the front that are so super cute, and you get 2 of each. So you can gift them empty so they can put their own recipes in, or you can gift them completed with maybe your favorite recipes. I said there's 2, and look at that. Super cute. Little chickens, canisters. I like the little truck. Look at the truck. And then this one has more chickens on it. They're super cute. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to keep it short and simple, but, you know, sometimes short and simple turns into a little bit longer than I wanted. I'll just leave those on there. But look, and you have the option of putting a piece of paper on the back as well. I didn't do it on this one, but I think I will go back and add a piece. I don't know. I kind of like the black like that, but I also like the fact that I have the option to put something back there. Now on today's, I'm going to be doing it just a little bit differently. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger because once this is actually a nice little size to gift it to. But I wanted a little bit more on the edge here just to make sure with my double-sided tape that it was absolutely not going to go anywhere. So not only did I decide to make this a little bit wider today, like maybe a 1/2 inch wider, but just a little bit taller as well, so that these aren't flush with the top and you can see a little bit more of this paper. So the one that I'm doing today, I'm using not only different pattern paper, but I'm also making it a little bit bigger so you can kind of see the variations depending on, what papers you want to use. And if y'all have been watching the project so far this month with the paper, it is some pretty cute paper. So make sure you go check out my square link. You're going to find that link in the blog. I don't think I put it in this event description, but you'll find it in the blog link that'll have all of this information. The blog's not active yet because I have to take pictures of what I'm doing today and put my watermark on it, and then I can upload it to my blog. But everything else is ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to be making this from scratch so that if you want to get your folder done and out of the way, then you have the step-by-step instructions on how to put that together. Okay, so I've got all my pieces. I've chosen the papers that I'm going to be using for this, plus my little scraps. I already did a couple of die cuts. Well, I did a few die cuts, including my sentiment. And let me set that off to the side. Like I said, we're going to be starting out with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And for this one, you can use any color you want. As you can tell with the Sunflower Summer paper, there's a lot of colors you can choose from, right? You've got these orange yellow colors. You've got these scarlet colors. You've got these kind of coastal colors mixed in there, along with some various greens. But I wanted to use just a simple black cardstock. I think the black really helps all the rest of these colors pop out. Now, if you wanted to, you could also leave a little bit of an edge around it so you can see a little bit of that black edge. But I just decided to make my folder out of the black cardstock, and the thickness of this, not only the cardstock, but the pattern paper, it's already pretty thick. So when you get it, it's not something that bends entirely too easily. I mean, it's got good bones to it once you finish putting it together. So also, if you have an edge, like a tabbed edge die cut of some sort, and you want to tab the front of this, there's so many different ways that you can decorate it and then also do your actual folder. If you wanted to do it with a little tabbed edge to it, you could do it that way. You could do it with a belly band. You can wrap it with a ribbon. I mean, there's just so many ways you can do this, but I wanted to try to really keep it simple. Like, how simple is just an open folder, right? All right, so yes, it's going to be fun. Thank you for sharing too, Donna. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, the measurements are going to be in my blog post. They're just very simple measurements. So I'm using this video to kind of help support the steps that I have listed in my blog. But let's start with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, whatever color you want, on the long side. So let me extend my arm here. On the long side, we want the width of this to be, I think this one I only used a 7-inch width, and I really wanted it to be a little bit wider. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the whole length or the whole width of my 8.5 by 11 paper. Okay. But so what we're going to do is we want to keep the width the same. We're going to be dealing with the length. So with the long side at the top, we're going to cut this at 6 inches. Okay, we are just going to cut it right down like that. Now, this little edge right here, since we already have this piece in our trimmer, put it to a 1/2 inch, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch. Okay, so score one side at 1/2 inch. Got that one? And then let's go ahead and flip it, and we'll just fold this inward. So where's my bone folder? Let's just go ahead and burnish that edge really, really good. I wanted the smooth edge to be on the back side, but if you are going to be covering it up with paper on the back side, it's not really going to matter because we're going to be doing some other stuff to the top corners of those. So this basically is the front. This little flap right here that folds up towards the front is our front. And this piece is actually going to be the front of our folder. Okay, but I am going to trim it down a little bit because I do want a little bit more of this backing to show. Okay, as you can see, the one that I'm making today is going to be a lot larger than the one that I already made. So let me trim this down, but I'm only going to trim it down just a little bit. This is 5 inches. Let me just take it down a 1/2 inch. Let's take it down 1/2 inch. And I will show you what you can do with this little piece of scrap that we're going to generate. I already have something die cut for what I want to use. But so yeah. All right. So we have our back piece, and then we have our front piece. Okay. And that's basically our folder. We're just going to do a couple of other things real quick. But since I have my trimmer out, let's go ahead and cut the paper that I chose. So let me bring this back, my pieces. I do want this to be the back. Okay, so we already know it is 8.5 inches wide. So let me see, what is this one? That one's 8 inches. Oh, almost. Okay, that's okay. So let's make this 8.5 inches wide. And then I want it to go down about 3 inches down in, just to make sure you don't see any of that black on the inside. So this piece is going to go along the back of this. So I'm just cutting. I still have some punching left to do. And then your front piece is going to be 4.5 inches wide by your 8.5 inches. And I want the front of my piece to be this pretty pattern paper. So let's cut that. What did I say that was? 4.5. Okay. 4.5 by 8.5. And this is going to be the front. And let me just double check and make sure. Let me go ahead and trim this piece down. This was a piece, the extra piece that I had cut after last night's scrapbook layout. So let me go ahead and cut that down to 8.5 inches. And then what is that? That one's 7.5. But I pulled that out for a reason. So I think we're done with our trimmer. If I need to, I will bring it back. All right, so you're also going to need a corner rounder. And in my blog post, I do have a list of supplies. I tried to group all of the supplies so that if you're interested in the We Are Makers corner rounder, this particular one, y'all, I have all kinds of little bitty black hairs. It's either Beano hair or it's Loki hair. But this is, it was sticking to the actual plastic on that. But I have this listed. I did get this from Honeybee Stamps, as well as some of the other things I'm going to be showing you today. And you can also get a good Teflon folder from there. You can also get, what else did I use? Oh, the stamp. I'll show you the stamp and die is going to be using. But let's get back to this piece, right? Y'all know I can get completely offhand. All right, so the back piece. What we're going to do is we're going to take our corner rounder, and I want the large rounded edge, and I'm going to corner round the top corner, the top 2 corners. Okay. And then my paper that I cut for that as well, we want to do the same. So let's do all our corner rounding. Oops. Need to clean that out a little bit more. There we go. Because that did not get in all the way. There we go. All right. And then our bottom as well. The top of the front page, I guess you could say. The top of the folder. The front of the folder. Whatever you want to call it. The front flap of my folder. All right. So let's do all the top pieces. And I'm going to clean up all these little bitty pieces that are. Let's get all of that off. Y'all, I emptied my trash can before I got started, and I literally just threw this on the floor. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put our paper down, and then I'm going to put the double-sided adhesive that I have. So let's go ahead and put this down just since this is nice and open right now. And oh, look at that beautiful side I'm going to end up covering up. I hope you all are having a great Sunday wherever you're at. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll want to make sure you're subscribed so that you know when I go live or I upload a video. All right, so let's just line this up. Now, if you chose to reproduce this project and you wanted to leave a little bit of black around the edge, all you would have to do is literally trim the sides, the left and the right side, or one side basically, by maybe like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, and then corner around it. And then when you set it on there, you'll see that you have a little bit of, you can see a little bit of that black cardstock around the edge. Okay. All right. So we've got that piece down. Let's go ahead and put the front piece down on that one. Yes, this paper even has pre-printed cards. So if you do some pocket scrapbooking or pocket whatever, you've got some starter points. Some of these papers actually are very inspiring to give you ideas on what to do with your projects. As far as like the color, like you can't go wrong with any of these colors because they all mesh really, really well together. All right, I am just lining that up. All right, so now we have our paper on our back, we have our paper on our front, and now we need our double-sided sticky tape. So I actually have 2 different sizes. I've got the one that y'all seen me use in other projects, and then I went ahead and opened up the other one, which this one is, what did I say this one? 1/4 of an inch? I think that's 1/4 of an inch. So the first place I want to put some tape is I want to put it on the front flap of the back piece. Okay, so let me turn this where I can, because I'm right-handed. Let me put this on the bottom. And y'all, this is some sticky tape. So you can probably get away with using some really good glue too, but since this is going to be a folder, you want this to really stick, okay? So this is that tape that you can get from, and it's listed in my blog as well, from Paper from Phenomenon. Both of these sizes are the Maker's Basic tapes. All right, so we've got that on this side. Now, I also need to put tape on the back of the sides right here on the front flap. But hold on, you guys. Excuse me, I had to cough there. Hello, Paula. Yes, stay in the cool. It is still so hot out there, you guys. All right, so we want to put the not so wide, the 1/4 inch tape on the back on each side, and you only want to do it on the sides. That way you create that pocket. Okay, so let's start at the base here, and then on a couple of these spots, it's going to overlap. So don't worry about the overlap when I connect the top part or the front part to the back part. Okay. All right. And let's do the other side. You want to put it as close to the edge as you can, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of, I'm going to put it so close on my side just because I don't want any, I don't want to mess up and have tape on the outside where it's not supposed to be. All right, so now we have our tape in both of our spots that we need to. Now I'm going to get my my repositionable tape out because I need to have a piece ready. All right, I'm right-handed. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take off the tape on both of the sides. So let's peel that off first. And I need this to stay put. Don't move, right side. This is where you want to make sure your pieces line up, okay? Before you add any kind of adhesive, make sure, like literally, your left side and your right side, the front, back, whatever you want to call it, is completely lined up. Because once you take this tape off and I go to fold this back, then that basically will marry the two pieces together. And if I try to take them apart, it will rip the cardstock. Okay, so let me see if I can do this number. Oh, also, if you want, you can also, this is like pixie tape right here. So this is repositionable tape. I can go ahead and put a piece down here to help hold so that that piece doesn't move while I take this tape off. Okay, so let's peel that off. If you're really concerned about it really moving, then go ahead and put some repositionable tape in a couple of other spots as well. Okay, this stuff comes in handy, and I want to say, yes, I got this from Honeybee as well. I don't think I put it in the supply list, but if you don't have a good repositionable tape, get you some. Okay, so now I have all my tape exposed. Okay, this is where it happens, y'all. This is where the magic happens. This piece right here, I'm just going to hold it down as well, but this piece folds back onto my front. Okay, and then I'm going to take all my pieces of tape off. As you can see, it doesn't tear the cardstock or the paper. And then now that I have those two pieces put together, I can fold this back over. Okay, and then just give both of my sides a little. Take these off. Just give those a little pressure. And then now you have created your pocket. And let's see, where did my recipe cards go? The ones that are still in the package, this is still, if you want to fold that back, this is still big enough to where you can just slide those down in there. Ooh, that's way too big. I don't know. I'm gonna keep working on it. I kind of like how those poked through. How you can see the recipe cards, but I wasn't anticipating it being that deep. But you know, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because it's 4 1/4 inches. Okay, well, we're just gonna go with it, right? Pick them up a little bit like that. I guess if you wanted, you could put a little spacer down in there, but oh well, I'm just going to go with it. Okay. I wasn't anticipating it being that deep, but I should have known, right? All right. So let's pull those out. Let's continue with our folder. All right. So along the bottom, what I'm going to do is I have this piece of scrap that I want to put along the bottom, and let me flip it to where the wave is kind of like, I don't know. I see more wave and red along the top. So I'm going to flip it there. Even though my chickens on the back are upside down, it's okay. This is just a scrap piece that I had. So we are going with this. Okay. This is just to help decorate the bottom of the folder. Give that a little pressure. Okay. And then I have a tag that I die cut out in this particular paper. The flip side to that paper is the little bees, but I wanted that. And then the stamp set and sentiment that I am using a Honeybee Best of Everything, and I will show you. If you need a really, really good stamp set, this is a photopolymer stamp set that has a bunch of different, now you can see all the different sentiments that are on there. This is the Best of Everything. You can see all, it's got pretty fonts. There's some cursive. I couldn't think of it, y'all. There's like some cursive fonts along with some printed fonts, and you can see all the different sentiments they have. And there's also, I don't know why I pulled it off. There's also a set of coordinating dies, and that's what I used for the sentiment that I decided to stamp. And I went ahead and stamped this in one of the green shades here. This one that I used was just close to my heart's jade color, but there's several variations of green on here that you could pretty much get away with that, or black if you wanted to just do a simple like memento ink black. And this one says wishing you the best of everything, but you can see how many sentiments and coordinating dies are part of this set. And I just put them on my Stampin' Storage 6x6 magnet card. And the stamp set, I took the back of it off and just attached the whole thing to the smooth side, which that's what the other side of that magnet card is for, is to put your stamps on. So we're going to do that. All right. Oh, and I also have my die cuts for, where did they go? Let's go ahead and put those together. My sunflower. We're going to throw a sunflower together in this mix when it comes to decorating. So let's get some glue on the center part here. And there's that piece. And then let's get some glue here. And let's turn this one. I'm trying to turn it to where, there we go. That way they're a little offset. And then let's put this in the center. There we go. Easy, easy, easy. And let's get a foam square, a big one on the back there. And let's start building our, turn this sideways to figure out what area I'm going to put glue down on. And let's trim this just a little bit. And this one's going to go right here. Oh, wrong one. Wrong way. looking at the back side. There we go. Let that set just a minute, and then I need to put some glue back here. Because I want this to go this direction. Okay, let's try that again, Barbara. I want it to go that direction, so the glue needs to go out this way. A little pressure. And then I thought I had 2 of these, but maybe I only did 1. So let me put a little glue here. Just easier for me than to use some glue dots, even though I have my glue dots right here. Okay. And then I already made me a double bow with my Doodlebug white twine. And let's put this together. Let's put this together. We are going to put this tag up on a couple of foam squares. So let's get those down. And then I want that to kind of straddle across just like that, but I don't want any more dimensions. So let's get some glue on the back of this die cut. Okay, and then let's do that number just like that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Something is blowing in the air. I don't know what it is, but woo. All right, and then let me put, let me double up on these. So let me take this backing off of this one and go ahead and put another one on top of that. And then let's get this one in place. I don't know that I like this big one after all, you guys. Like it might be fine for something else, but I'm thinking it was a little over KILL for the recipe cards. But I don't know. I mean, I guess if you had larger than 4x6 recipe cards, this would be fine. So yeah. All right. So let's get this on. I did the other one that way. Let's do it this way. I want to put that one that way. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put this one down. There, and let me get my glue dot. Oh, I did have another little piece that I die cut. I forgot, but I'm going to add that here in a minute. All right, and let's put our bow going this way so that our little tails hang off there. I have some sparkles. So let's put some sparkles down. And I think on this one, I want to put sparkles on the centers of these little sunflowers on here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And let's kind of put these random. I'm going to put another one up here. Because you could put, if you had a bunch of these little ones, you could put, let me put a couple of more. Let's do a couple of more. Let's get random with this. Let's put one right there. And then we need one over here somewhere. Let's do it there. I'm trying to space them out. All right. Now, one of the other dies that I use, but I don't think I listed it on my blog because it was an afterthought. It was this note, like when you tear off a notepad, like the paper off the notepad. I liked it, and I thought that it was just a really simple, cute little accent to it. So let me see. Let me cut it. I'm just going to use my snips. Probably should have. Okay, it's this one right here. A lot of this is going to get covered up. I should have added that to the back so that it kind of peeks out right here underneath that little part. So let's get some glue on here so I can slide that back underneath. Just so we see that little tore off piece under there, and then I'm gonna give that just a little pressure. I think I might have to move that one after all, you guys. This one right here. Let's move that down to right here. All right, now as far as these loose pieces right here, so that nothing grabs up on that, I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of that one to help hold that down, and I'm going to do the same thing right there. And put it on the back of that. I'm going to bring that, oh, I guess that would help if the glue dot actually went on the cardstock. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit so it doesn't overlap that piece. And then I happen to have this sticker, but it's not as long as I would like it to have been. I don't know. I might not use that. That's kind of like an afterthought. But I do have a couple of stickers that I think would look really, really cute on here. I'll still want to be able to see. Let's just put, I don't know, you guys. Let's just do it right here. And that one, I don't know about that one. And that one's kind of odd to me. But I do have, a little bee. This is where stickers come in really handy. So let's put a little bee up here. And then let's put this flower. I'll put this flower right here. Just to decorate it, just a little. You can go all out and put more greenery on there if you wanted to. I don't know, you guys. I'm like, I don't know. What do y'all think about the big one? Is this too much? I'm going to slide those in there. Let's see if I can grab that. I'm going to slide those in there in the original package. What can I put down there? Because if you do it up, then it slides back down. Of course, I'm tapping it down too, so that doesn't help. But I guess if you wanted it to be like a real surprise, it would be okay for it to be down in there, right? Or you can let it peek out a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone. But earlier when I said about this scrap piece, the die cut that I used, it's a single die cut, and I want to say I got this from Tailored Expressions. It's literally it would be the perfect width to do to use up this scrap to do a little edge like that if you wanted to do a little edge. Okay, so I'm not going to throw that away, but I will go back and make sure in my blog that I link this particular edge die cut. Like I said, I think I got that from Tailored Expressions. But what do y'all think? Which one would you rather do? If you were doing this, do you like the smaller one? There you can see some of the recipes kind of peeking out. Or do you like the bigger folder? I don't know. That's obviously, look at that. Y'all, it's big all the way around. But I was also trying to use up a whole sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper without having any scraps. All right, let me grab something real quick. Let's see. Give me a minute, y'all. Oh my goodness. All right. So which one? Let me see. I did say hello to Paula. Paula did receive your tape. Oh, yay. Awesome. And thank you for sharing. It's okay, Beverly. Thank you for sharing. So which one is your favorite? Do you like the smaller one or do you like the bigger one? I see use for both of them depending on the gift that you're giving. I didn't, yeah, yeah, it, yeah. But you can see it's really easy to decorate. The paper does a lot of it. Like the sunflower paper really does a lot of the decorating already for you guys. I'm going to bring this down a little bit more so you can see it a little bit better. Beverly likes the smaller one. Yeah. I think if I redid this one, I would just make this back piece a little taller because those recipe cards only go down so far. So you can see a little bit more. Well, something's keeping that one. Oh, I bet it's the front flap. All right, let's move those to the back then. See how you can see a little bit more of that back paper? I like the smaller one. I like the smaller one too. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second set of measurements to the blog. After I take pictures, I'm going to add a second set of measurements for the smaller one, making sure that I give a little bit more to the back here. So you can see a little bit more of this back paper. And I'm going to add like another 1/4 inch to the right and left side. But you still have a folder for something else if you want to use the size for something else. As you can tell, these are 4x6 recipe cards that just slide right on in there, but it's thick enough to where you can use it for something else if you want to. So yeah, I'm going to keep those kind of out there. And Donna says both are cute, but you like the paper on the smaller one? Yeah, you could definitely, gosh, there's so many combinations with this paper you can use. Paula likes both, but you like the paper on the larger one? Yeah, you can totally mix and match. All right, so let's, where am I? All right. Okay, so if you are here just for the demonstration, you can go, but you might want to stay because you might see a announcement that might pique your interest, maybe. But that is the video for that. So I'm going to go to my blog and I'm going to add a second set of measurements. So keep a lookout for that. Let me wish you a happy birthday. If you are a July baby, happy birthday. Also, don't forget, through the end of this month, there's a 50% off merch sale on my Square site where all of my retired merchandise, excess merchandise, I say excess, but it's really just all my retired merchandise. So if you're looking for any of that stuff listed on there, there is lots of stuff still listed there. You do have to use that coupon code July 4th to get your discount at the end when you check out. Also, if you had some festivities around the 4th of July and you need some pretty cute paper, this is the same paper that I used the folio project, the folio album project on. Go check out my Square site as well. You're going to see a category named Paper Collections. My mouse is dying on me here. There we go. You'll see the America the Beautiful paper collection out there. So you can go check that out. And then also, let me give y'all a picture here. I have it new in package, but this is going to be the prize. So let me go ahead and show you the prize for the drawing that we're about to do for last week's video. And let me pop this back up here. It is an ombre ink pad that's called Butter to Orange by Hero Arts. It's currently out of stock on scrapbook.com, but you can win this one that I have in hand today for absolutely free. So that's the prize for the drawing we're going to be doing. And then also next month, I decided, I couldn't remember last night in the middle of my video. And then after my video, I was like, how could I forget this? So next month, I just want to give y'all a little sneak peek. Y'all remember that little A2 drawer size project that I did a few weeks ago using the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Linen Market paper? Yeah, well, we're going to be doing that next month for the class kit in the mail. So I've already decided that. And so keep a lookout for the August class kit in the mail. It'll be featuring this particular paper and the enamel dots as well. So keep a lookout for that. Also, coming this fall, it's our next folio album project featuring the Sweater Weather paper collection by Echo Park. They are shipping papers out as we speak. So I'm finally going to be getting my paper so I can start working on the next folio album project, which is a different size folio album that I'm going to be working on. Let me see if I can. I thought I had a picture uploaded here. It is, I'm uploading it right now so I can show you guys. It is the Folio 3, which I don't know if y'all can see how it's laid out on that picture, but it is a completely different one from the other two that I've shown so far. This Photo Play has lots of different folio albums to choose from. And then y'all want to see a sneak peek of a really cool tool that is already on its way. It's not the die cutting machine. I'm going to be doing a completely different video with the new die cutting, the electric die cutting machine that I bought. But I was able to save so much money, you guys, that I decided to get this as well from Sizzix. Now, this will be on my blog. So if you want to check this out, you can go check this out. This is Sizzix's new making tool, which is a scoring board and trimmer. There's a lot on here, you guys. So I did link a video where you can go watch it. It's going to be on my blog on this same post for today's project. So if you want to go watch the YouTube video, but it does have a universal measuring system. It has a fold and form tool. It's included, an ergonomic cutting handle. It comes with 2 blades, a lift up handle. It has a removable corner hole and envelope punch included that can be used on or off the board to create the perfect envelope, rounded corners on cards or scrapbooks, and hole punching for your gift tags, an angle hub for your cutting or scoring. I mean, it's got a lot. But I was able to save so much money from the die cutting machine buying it directly from Sizzix as opposed to another site that I have been waiting months for it to come in stock. And I was like, OMG. So I just did it. I just did it. So it's already on its way along with my electric die cutting machine. So I am just going to be in my happy place playing with some new tools once they get delivered. So, but yeah, that's a sneak peek. That is a sneak peek. All right, let me share my screen. Oh, let me log in because I'm pretty sure I am logged out already. Yep, I'm logged out already. So let me log in. And then now let me share my screen. Share. Share. There we go. Let's do some shuffling. Thank you to everybody that liked, commented, and shared my videos. Or if you did the same thing for the Facebook post as well. I almost couldn't say what I wanted to say there. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right, let's spin and give away this ombre ink pad. Hey, it's Paula. Just writing this down. It was her YouTube share. Congratulations, Paula. We stop sharing there. Get back into my comments. My mouse doesn't want to go where I want it to go. So yes, congratulations, Paula. All right, keep a lookout for that in the mail. You are so welcome. Yes, congratulations. All right, that is it for today. Y'all, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna go finish updating my blog once I take some pictures here, and we will see you all next week. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening wherever you are, and until then, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.